All right, let's talk about immigration policy. One of you is going to run against Republican Congressman Gabe Evans, who has been a staunch supporter of President Trump's mass deportations. A few short answer questions, and each of you will have a full minute to flesh out your policies on immigration more broadly. In a word or two, should ICE be reformed or abolished? Mr. Rutinel.
We need to overhaul ICE immediately.
Ms. Byrd.
Overhaul ICE completely.
Did you support the effort by Senate Democrats, including Colorado's Michael Bennet and John Hickenlooper, to withhold some DHS funding to try and force changes to immigration enforcement? Did you support that maneuver that partially shut down the government? Ms. Byrd.
I do.
Mr. Rutinel.
Yes.
Does President Trump deserve credit for the significant drop-off in illegal border crossings? Mr. Rutinel.
No.
Why is that?
I think that what he's doing right now shouldn't receive any credit at all. He is terrorizing Latino immigrants across this country, setting up horrific conditions. We need to make sure that we have an immigration system that is comprehensive with a pathway to citizenship.
To clarify, who does deserve credit for the significant drop-off in illegal border crossings?
This is something that I need to explore further, but I think that what's happening right now...
Ms. Byrd, does President Trump deserve credit for the significant drop-off in illegal border crossings?
I think Donald Trump has destroyed immigration in our country, and that's a travesty to all of us. It hurts all of our communities. It hurts families who are living here right now. So I don't know if I would use the word credit, but I believe that his immigration policy is cruel, and he is responsible for pushing a very cruel agenda.
I'd like to hear from each of you. Full minute now to discuss your views on immigration. Please answer the central question, though. Who should be deported from this country, and who should have the opportunity to stay? Mr. Rutinel.
You know, the issue of immigration is deeply personal for me. I'm the son of a single immigrant mom who came to America in search of that American dream, and we worked hard every single day for this country like so many immigrants do. I think we need to make sure that we have a pathway to citizenship for dreamers and so many of the folks that have been here for so long, working hard to provide for their families, provide for their communities. I think ICE should be focused, or any sort of immigration enforcement shouldn't be focused on grandmas. They should be focused on gangsters. They should be focused on violent criminals. We should be having an immigration system that welcomes those people, the dreamers, the long immigrants here, to have that pathway to citizenship so that they can continue to contribute to our communities.
To clarify, should somebody who entered the country illegally have a path to stay here legally?
You know, there's so many different ways that folks have made their way here, many on asylum claims, many have, different pathways.
Question is just about the people who entered illegally. Should they have a path to stay legally?
You know, I think there's a lot of different components to that. If someone has been here, worked hard, if they've been brought by their family as dreamers, they should have a pathway to citizenship. And on the immigration issue, you know, this one is pretty clear cut that Shannon Byrd has consistently sided with ICE to allow ICE to raid our schools and hospitals, allow ICE to...
We covered that ground earlier. I think what I heard from you on this is that length of stay and age at entry would matter to you in looking in those cases. Is that fair to say?
Those are important components,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Ms. Byrd, same question to you. How we reform immigration policy more broadly, but with that central question of who should be deported, who should have a chance to stay.
Yes. First, I'll respond here, though. For viewers at home, I want to be very clear. I have never sided with ICE. I've never voted that way. Manny knows that. And he continues to bring this up to deflect from his own record of accepting over $100,000 in campaign contributions from employees of an ICE contractor. So,
could I interject here? You can have your full time.
Yes.
I've heard you say this before, that he's taking contributions from employees of an ICE contractor. Meaning what?
I believe that when you are taking so much money from one group exclusively, that perhaps that group would want something from the new elected member of Congress.
Exclusively feels like a little bit of an overbroad statement, given that this man has raised a mountain of money. You're not saying that that all came from ICE contractor employees.
Over $100,000 of it did.
Okay, and you believe that this is somehow influencing him to be pro-ICE in some way? It just doesn't square. I'm trying to figure out what you're accusing him of.
I believe that dark money in politics and making sure that our donors reflect our values and show that our vote can't be bought, I think that's important. And when I see somebody taking that much money from one specific employer, I think that sends off alarm bells, and we should all be asking who is attempting to support a candidate to get into Congress. What is it that they're going to be asking for?
In fact, we were just talking about dark money in politics a moment ago with you. Please take your full time again on the immigration question, because I interrupted you. Who should be deported? Who should be allowed to remain in the country?
So we need complete immigration reform. And what Donald Trump and Gabe Evans promised us with their policy is that people who were here to hurt Americans would be targeted with immigration enforcement activity. And that's where ICE needs to prioritize its enforcement. If you are here to hurt American citizens, you shouldn't be here. So beyond that, we need a secure border to make sure that we don't have human trafficking, illegal trafficking of drugs or weapons into this country. This isn't theoretical. I recently spoke with a Westminster dad who lost his son to an overdose of drugs that had been laced with illegally trafficked fentanyl. So it's a scary time for a lot of families. But this needs to be done. There should be a pathway to citizenship for people who've come to our country who want to work and contribute, to be part of our communities. I want to find a way for those people to become Americans as well. Beyond that, we need to also reform our asylum system so that people can get fair, fast, and final hearings more quickly. And we need to pass the DREAM Act and protect DACA recipients.
Ms. Byrd, thank you.